Halloween franchise boasts 13 movies, earning over $560 million globally. Ranking from worst to best, these horror movies may not all live up to the original, but still keep fans coming back every October. See how each film stacks up in this spooktacular list. The Halloween franchise is known for some great scary movies, but not all of them are created equal. Halloween, Resurrection, 2002, starring Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks, is considered one of the worst. The film is framed as an MTV-style reality show where contestants spend a night in Michael's childhood home. Despite making money at the box office, critics panned it as the worst Halloween movie. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, 1982, breaks away from the first two horror films and goes science fiction with witchcraft. This installment excludes Michael Myers, making it feel like a different movie. Many appreciated the different take on the series, but it fell flat due to a boring story. In 1995's Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Paul Rudd makes his film debut as a disturbed Tommy Doyle, obsessed with Michael Myers. Directed by Joe Chappelle, who later worked on The Wire, the film was universally panned and labeled bland and deadening by critics. Halloween 5 was a train wreck from the beginning. Rushed into production after the success of its predecessor, the screenplay wasn't even finished when filming began. The movie included a confusing, unexplained subplot about a cult controlling Michael Myers known as Curse of Thorn. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 grossed $40 million at the box office but was poorly received. The sequel didn't offer any innovative plot but instead featured more blood, guts, and dream sequences. Rob Zombie's 2007 remake of Halloween spends too much time on Michael Myers' backstory, making it heavy on gore but light on scares. The film takes 50 minutes to reach the present where the original took only 5, and Laurie Strode is described as a bit boring by the director himself. The movie tries to justify Myers' actions, but ultimately fails to deliver a frightening experience. In 1988's Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, the infamous killer returns to Haddonfield to track down his young niece. This film marked a departure from the original creators' plan to make Halloween into an anthology series. Despite mixed reviews, the movie was a success at the box office and has gained a devoted fan base over the years. In disappointing news for horror fans, Halloween Kills, 2021, has been branded a ponderous bore by the Austin Chronicle's Richard Whitaker. The sequel to the promising 2018 reboot sees Michael Myers survivors teaming up to take down the deranged killer once and for all, but the film spends too much time on side characters and a lackluster plot. Will the final installment of the trilogy make up for it? Halloween 2, 1981, with John Carpenter as writer and producer. Director, Rick Rosenthal, recreates the original's themes, but the film lacks its own identity and focuses on gore. Jamie Lee Curtis reprises her role, making it one of the better films in the franchise. Halloween H20 ignores the Jamie Lloyd storyline and picks up after the first two films. Laurie Strode fakes her death and works at a boarding school to escape Michael Myers. The film features a talented young cast including Josh Hartnett and Michelle Williams, adding new life to the familiar horror formula while staying true to the original story. David Gordon Green's Halloween reboot is a hit, thanks to its understanding that Michael Myers is an enigmatic figure that needs no elaborate backstory. John Carpenter even called it the best Halloween film since his 1978 classic. The original Halloween movie from 1978 starring Jamie Lee Curtis is being hailed as a classic and has completely revolutionized the horror genre. It finds new fears in the peaceful suburb of Haddonfield and is credited with practically inventing the slasher film. Horror enthusiasts beware, if you don't want to be completely terrified, don't watch it. Halloween Ends will be the final film in the Laurie Strode Michael Myers cinematic saga. Director David Gordon Green co-writes with Chris Bernier, Paul Brad Logan, and Danny McBride. Fans hope it'll be more successful than Halloween Kills on Rotten Tomatoes.